Hey collective, welcome to my channel Spiritual Dragonfly 7. My name is Christina. I do all things energy over here on this channel. Today I'm going to be doing an oracle card reading. I'm going to be using the deck Divination of the Ancients. This is what the box looks like if you're interested. Okay, so this reading is going to focus on what types of divination are you being drawn to at this time. And I also am going to be reading from the book from this oracle deck just because it is a newer book and there's also information in here, okay, that I feel like could be useful to you. All right, so let's tap in, collective. Excuse me. What types of divination is the collective being drawn to at this time? So clearly, some of you are tarot readers here, so you could practice tarot or you might like to watch tarot here. But let's see. Let's get some more out here for you. What types of divination is the collective being drawn to at this time? Let's get a couple more. That was like the whole deck. Hold on now. A couple more. Okay. So look, we have tarot out here. Speaking of tarot, we have tarot out here. I'm going to read from the book really quickly. Let's just see what the book has to say about tarot. Okay, so this says the tarot represents a life quest, and receiving this card lets you know that you're being called to your own quest. It's time to leave the comfort of your everyday life and to do the unexpected. Don't play it safe. Instead, take up your sword and swashbuckle onward, daring to explore every avenue. But don't be fooled along the way, for appearances can be deceptive. Instead, trust in the guidance of the tarot, which will map possible ways for your personal growth and insight and will point you towards your very own holy grail. Once armed with this information, go seek adventure. You will discover a you that you didn't imagine existed, okay? So this also says here that you could be very, very drawn to tarot at this time, watching tarot, learning how to do tarot readings here. Other meanings of this card: it's time for you to leave your comfort zone. Your life mission awaits you. Learn the ancient art of reading tarot cards. Consult a tarot expert for guidance. An unexpected offer will be made, okay? So let's see. What else do we have here? Let's put that aside. Okay. We have astrology, okay? Some of you are drawn to astrology at this time. You could be an astrologer as well, or you might be called to get more into astrology at this time. So let's see what that has to say. Give me just a second. Okay, this says you have an important life purpose and are here to shine brightly. You have always felt different and special and known that you are meant to be big. Trouble is life has got in the way, and even though you have felt a calling, you don't actually know what it is you're meant to do. Before you were born, you chose the exact time of your birth and date to determine who you would be in this lifetime and what you came here to achieve. Your astrological signs, stars, and planetary movement all play a big part in your life. Yes, you can create your own destiny, but it is the stars that point you in the right direction. So go seek out the astrological map of the journey of your life, for by doing so, many answers will be revealed to you. Not only will you be fascinated, you will also find that which you have been searching for all this time, okay? Other meanings of this card: visit an accredited astrologer to have your astrological chart read. Enjoy stargazing, learn about the planets and how their alignments affect you. Take bold steps towards your chosen destiny and go for it, okay? Excuse me. So some of you are definitely being called to astrology at this time. You might want to take a look at your birth chart. If you have access to the information, you need your birth time, the city where you were born as well, okay? Okay, so let's move on here. So we have book knowledge, okay? Let me get to that. Okay, hold on. This says you are absolutely spot on. If others claim otherwise, you are not mistaken. Stick to what you know and understand, for it is correct. It is important that you stand strong in your convictions, even if others have not woken up to the truth of the matter. Some may come around in time, and even if they don't, move forward knowing that you are right. Make sure you are all well read in your chosen subject as a new and rewarding chapter in your life opens up for you. Gaining fresh information will allow you to be more discerning. Make sure you read between the lines in any given situation. Trust that which you know and follow it to the letter, for all that you have learned serves you well. Okay? Other meanings of this include keep what you know to yourself for the moment. Your knowledge in this matter will take you far. You know more than those who oppose you on this. Share your passion for knowledge with others. Read more esoterically themed books. Okay? So you'd be called to read more books about divination, astrology, tarot, or any sort of, esoteric knowledge here. So you're definitely being called to do that as well. Another form of divination when it comes to books, like if you have a question or something like that, you could take a book and open it up to a random page and find information like that. Okay, give me just a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, so the next card that we have here is Aura. Okay, so right off the bat, some of you are very gifted at seeing people's aura colors. Okay, you could be wanting to learn more about this, so I'm going to read that message as well. So this says, wake up to what's really going on around you. Take a good look at yourself and at others, for all is not what you have painted in your mind. There are underlying reasons for certain people in your life acting as though they have your best interests at heart, although they are actually not always sweetness and light. This wake-up call serves you well and asks you to look at areas of your life where you could improve things. Deepen investigation into situations that you have previously skimmed over. Become the observer, watch and learn. Notice every detail in a person's mannerisms and energy, and soon you will be able to determine the bigger picture in all that you witness. Observe well, and the subtle truth will emanate clearly for you to determine. Okay? Always ask the question, is this for my highest good? You will witness something important. Become more aware of signs and symbols that spirit brings to you. Try to see the good in others. You have a gift for sensing and seeing auras, okay? So if you were ever curious about that, you definitely do have that gift, so you can learn more about that. You can practice this gift as well. And there is a deeper message in that as well. Like, everybody around you is not all love and light. So, you need to be mindful and practice discernment there, okay? So the next card that we have here is Flowers. Fickle. And that's so interesting that it says fickle here, considering what we were just talking about. There's definitely somebody around you with some sort of shady energy. All right, so let's tap into that message of flowers here. So this says, if you have been playing games with someone's emotions, even your own, the flower card has come to ask you to make up your mind before you lose what could be a great relationship, possibly just exactly what you have been hoping for. Take stock of your behavior. Are you devoted one minute, then backing off the next, leaving things totally up in the air? Your lack of decisiveness is affecting others' happiness as well as your own. Now is the time to look at the root of the problem, fear. Ask yourself, what exactly are you scared of? Okay? Other meanings of this card: stop giving others the runaround. Make the first move. Be clear about what you want or whom you really want. Romance awaits. You are worthy of love. Okay? So, if this is not your energy, this could be somebody around you, like I was saying before. All right. So flowers could also be used in divination. You can pick the petals off here. I'm going to read this because I feel like it's relevant. In ancient temples, flowers adorned the altars and walkways in dedication to the deities of the land. In ancient Babylon, flowers were floated on the surface of the water and then used as a form of scrying. For centuries, those seeking love have pulled daisy petals saying, he loves me not, until the last petal reveals the answer to the question. So you could use flowers as a form of divination as well by asking like a yes or no question or something like that, okay? The next card that we have here is Black Cat. Some of you could have a black cat, or you've been thinking about getting a black cat, or when you see a black cat here, you might get a spiritual sense coming over you. Okay, it says good luck under the bottom here. All right, so I'm gonna read that. Black cat. Black cat. This says today is your lucky day. You are on a winning streak, and everything is going in favor of you. Don't lose a second by worrying about whether or not you should throw caution to the wind. Instead, draw on this good fortune and take advantage, because your big break has arrived finally. Don't be afraid to make the most of it. As the saying goes, make hay while the sun shines. So grab this fortuitous opportunity with both hands. By doing so, you are assured of the bountiful rewards that are just waiting to be reaped. Lady Luck is on your side. No matter what you do, you just can't lose. Rest assured you will land on your feet just like a cat. Now go for it. All right, it says your positive thoughts and intentions have brought about good fortune. Dismiss any negativity. Good news is arriving. An offer is the one you've been waiting for. Connect with cats and their energy. Okay, Bast was the ancient Egyptian goddess of protection and of cats. The Egyptian people always ensured they had a black cat in their homes. In Japan and the Far East, black cats are considered good luck. In the Middle Ages, they were deemed wicked and evil as witches' familiars. Today, on August 17th, we celebrate Black Cat Appreciation Day. Oh my God. What is today? Today is August 18th. Wow, that's so funny. That's so funny, y'all. Today, as I'm filming this, it's literally August 18th. So yesterday, August 17th, and August 17th is Black Cat Appreciation Day. That's so wild. Oh my God, okay. That's so interesting. I love that so much. Wow. Okay. The next card that we have here is Spells, Alchemy. Okay, so let's tap into that one. Wow. I'm like, oh my God, I resonate with that so much, because earlier I was literally watching the movie The Mummy, and there was a scene where the mummy, he came back to life or whatever, and there was a scene where there was a cat, and as soon as he saw the cat, he got scared and he disappeared. And I've been wondering all day, like, I know cats are very spiritual, especially black cats. And I was like questioning myself, like, why were like the ancients, like, why were like cats considered to be like these like super spiritual protectors, and they ward off certain energies. And that's so interesting that the card came out and the explanation behind it. I love that so much. Okay, so let's get back on track here. Spells. Okay, so this says Spells, Alchemy. Something you hold dear, a relationship, a job, an interest, an object, or even yourself will transform mysteriously into something even more precious to you. The Spells card indicates that you are starting to discover the possibilities the art of transformation offers you. Possibilities you haven't realized were out there. As you learn more, you will find your needs change and a kind of evolution takes place, where you find you desire only what is best for yourself. You have the Midas touch right now. Your standards and expectations become so pure that whatever you touch turns to metaphoric gold. You will be supported in gaining a new sense of self-worth, which will draw all that you deserve and desire directly to you. Okay? This is a great time of transformation. All is turning out beautifully. You have the power to change a situation. Believe in your self-worth. Have positive expectations. You have the ability to succeed. Your pure intentions are pure, okay? So this says, using spells, you can divine secrets from long ago. Look into your destiny or find things that have been lost. You can also block unwanted energy and keep it from affecting you by combining intention, herbs, magical tools, and crystal potions, along with magical skills and abilities. You can awaken to the esoteric knowledge of this ancient art. So some of you are into spell work here, or you are being called to learn more about spell work here. With anything, intention is the roots. Okay, so what are you intending for these things to do? Okay. Spells are essentially alchemy. Okay, you can take something and turn it into something else. You can take something to help it transform into something else here. Okay, spells, alchemy essentially is about basically turning water into wine, like Jesus did. Okay, that's so crazy that when you realize that, especially from a religious point of view, like a lot of people don't realize that Jesus is an alchemist. That can be considered witchcraft, turning water into wine. I mean, come on now. But that's another story for another day. All right, so you might be called to get into spell work here or learn more about magical tools like herbs, candles, crystals, and combining them, and doing what you want with that. Okay. The last card that I have out here, actually there's two more. Is I believe this is called ornithomancy. I don't know. Omen. Okay, so let's look at that. That was a mouthful. Okay, this says here, be alert, for the signs are all around you. You have not heeded your internal alarm. So this flight of birds comes to warn you that you are in the process of making a huge mistake. You may be flying high at the moment, but could fall quickly and suffer a very nasty bump as you land. Already, you have been swept away, but never fear. It's not too late to get back on track. Ask yourself what resonates with your truth and integrity. Take action accordingly. Soar freely above the commitments you have made. Liberate your mind and heart to allow your soul to take off. Do not ignore your intuition, messages, or signs. Think before doing anything that will take you from your true path. Someone is not being honest. This is not a time for new ventures. Do not move forward at this time. Okay, so there's like a side message here. Like, if you've been feeling off about a certain thing, you really need to trust your intuition at this time. Okay, and I was picking that up earlier when I was channeling that book card. No, it was flowers and aura. Like, somebody around you does not have like the best intentions. And you really need to tap into that energy, okay? Just because I feel like somebody could really be like putting on a fake smile here to try to like get over on you in some sort of way. I don't know. I might have to make a part 2 about that storyline in particular. And I think I might do that. So if you're interested, I'm going to do like a part 2 about like who's being sneaky around you, because I feel like it's important for you to get some sort of clarity, okay? So the last card is going to be fire spontaneity, Last card, fire spontaneity, okay? But before I get to that, okay, I want to read more about this ornithomancy, okay? This says the ancient Romans released doves and pigeons, then inferred omens and signs from their patterns of light. Taking the auspices in this way, the augur interpreted the messages from the gods, learning whether or not they cast their favor. Augury was the first practiced by the Etruscans. Divination from the flight, cries, colors, behaviors, and types of birds is a practice that dates back to ancient Greece, although their tribal cultures practice this art too. Okay, I'm sorry if I butcher any of those words, but this says, for example, the many tribes of the Americas, Australian, Aboriginals, and Polynesians place much emphasis on the actions of the great seabirds and birds of prey as key indicators of the state of the natural world around them, as well as spiritual realm of the ancestors. So there could be something about you having a gift of like interpreting like birds or like the flight of birds, seeing types of birds here could have certain different messages like crows and what they represent and different things like that. So you might want to get more into that. I'm going to hold this up again if you want to tap into this form of divination, because I don't know if I was saying it right, but there is the word right there. Okay, and the last one that we're going to tap into today is fire. But then again, like I said, if you want to tap into part 2 of like who's feeling being sneaky around you, if you feel called to that, definitely come back for that message. So we have fire, spontaneity. Don't hold back. The fire card tells you to scream and shout and let it all out. This is not the time or situation to hide what you feel. Say it as it is. Speak your truth. Stand up and be counted. For too long now, you have rolled over and kept quiet. You may think this is the proper way to behave, but it has, in fact, been restricting you. Your feelings have been quashed along with new ventures that have come your way. It is time to release that inner fire and abandon inhibitions that have prevented you from living life to the full. Damn, my throat. It's like my throat chakra. Like, some of you could feel like you really need to get something off your chest, or like you could be holding back some choice words from somebody here as a means to sort of just like keep the peace, even though you peep game. It's like you don't like confrontation. You don't want to start any like sort of hostile thing here. And some of you might feel some type of way about somebody, but you don't have like physical proof. But I feel like you're needing to like stand up and like say something here, or to assert some sort of boundaries here. It says give yourself permission to say yes. The moment you do, a whole new world will open up and you will be able to step forward in a blaze of glory. Okay? This says the situation calls for you to speak out. Release your fears by doing a fire walk. Connect with the element of fire. Become a fire keeper. You can do this literally by meditating with candles, praying by candlelight, or more figuratively by seeking out and enjoying the things that really make you feel alive. Give yourself permission to enjoy yourself. Seize the day. Don't think, just do. Be spontaneous, okay? All right, so I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for tapping into this energy, tapping into this reading. It was definitely a different type of reading. All right, I am going to do a part 2. Dang, my throat is really, I'm sorry, y'all. I am going to do a part 2 because I do feel like there is somebody that is in your energy that is being sneaky and deceptive. And I feel like, I'm going to try to provide some more clarity for you. Trust your intuition. So if you feel called to that reading, definitely come back for part 2. I'll see you later. Bye.